A touching story. The loyal dog. Amidst an old gas station. It was covered in dust. It was on a deserted highway. There was a dog. The dog had been waiting for 4 years. On hot days, it curled up. It stayed under the shade of gas pump number 3. On rainy days, it waited quietly. It waited for one person. It waited for one family. It waited for one memory. The memory no one else remembered. Only the dog remembered it. No one knew why the dog was there. No one understood why it wouldn't leave. But one day, something miraculous happened. It was a very ordinary morning. But then, something amazing occurred. On a lonely stretch of highway. Between 2 small towns in central Vietnam. There was an old, rusty gas station. It had been abandoned for years. Under the rotting roof. In the blazing sun and pouring rain. People often saw a pale yellow dog. The dog sat beside the 3rd gas pump. No one knew the dog's name. The local people called it Muck. They did this because its fur was patchy and black like ink. Muck was not fierce, but it was not very friendly either. It did not bark loudly. It did not chase cars or people. It just waited quietly. People said that 4 years ago, a family stopped at this gas station. They had a silver family car. Inside the car, there was a young couple. There was also a boy. He was about 5 years old. At that time, Muck was cheerful. It was lively and playful. It ran around the car. The father was filling the gas. But for some reason, maybe an accident or a problem, they left. And they forgot Muck behind. From that day on, Muck did not go anywhere. It stayed there. It looked at the highway every day. Rain or shine, people brought it some cold rice. Some brought clean water, but Muck never followed anyone. It refused to leave the lonely land. 4 years is very long. Muck had many wounds. Some wounds were old, some were new. Once, it was hit by a car. It got a limp in one hind leg. Another time, wild dogs chased it. But even so, Muck survived. It seemed something was holding on tight. Something kept it alive here. Sometimes, when a silver car passed by, Muck would perk up. Its ears would stand up straight. Its eyes shined bright. But when the car disappeared, the light in its eyes faded. The people nearby felt sorry for it. Some tried to carry the dog away. They wanted to take it home. But Muck struggled so fiercely. It injured itself trying to resist. It would not leave the gas station. It always returned, no matter what. One winter day, the fog covered the road. A woman in a long coat stopped in front of the gas station. Her hair was tied neatly behind her head. Her name was Ha. She was from the city. She was a freelancer journalist. She heard the story about the dog. She read it on social media. The story said, a dog waiting for its owner for 4 years. Ha wanted to find out the truth. At first, Muck ran away from her. But Ha was patient. She came every morning. She sat far away. She put food in front of Muck. She did not speak much. She stayed silent. After 1 week, Muck was less afraid. It let her come closer. After 2 weeks, it even allowed her to gently touch its head. Ha took notes. She talked to the local people. She tried to find out what happened. She asked the old owner of the gas station. He was a man in his late 60s. He remembered that day. The boy was crying. He forgot his dog. They were in a hurry. They had to rush to the hospital. Probably someone was sick. He did not know what happened after that. The station closed. The owner went back to his village. Only recently did he hear the story again. Ha did not stop. She asked for the old camera footage. It was from a store 3 kilometers away. That store's camera recorded the area. The footage was blurry, but she was able to see the license plate. With help from some friends, she tracked down the owner of the car. His name was Trin Van In. He lived in Hue. Now he was in Saigon. Ha traveled to Saigon. She went to the address listed in the records. She knocked on a small house in an alley. A boy about 9 years old opened the door. His eyes widened when Ha mentioned the gas station and the dog named Muck. His mother, Trang, came out from behind him. When Ha showed her the photo of Muck lying in front of the gas station, Trang covered her mouth. She burst into tears. "My husband died in the accident that day," she said. "We were taking him to the hospital from Da Nang. Everything was chaotic. The car was rushing. I didn't know he fell off the car." The boy, named Nam, trembled as he looked at the photo. "Mom," he said softly, "that's Muck. Did Muck really wait for us?" 4 years. 1 week later, on a morning just like any other, Muck was still there. The air was cool. The wind rustled through the old roof. It made a rattling sound. Suddenly, from far away, they heard a familiar engine. A silver 7-seater car pulled up slowly. The door opened. A young boy stepped out. He held a small red ball. It was a toy Muck loved many years ago. "Muck!" the boy shouted loudly. Muck was startled. It lifted its head quickly. Its eyes widened in surprise. Then, the dog whimpered a little. Softly. "Muck, it's Nam," the boy said happily. The dog jumped up. It limped towards the boy. It showed no fear. Only joy and relief filled its heart. Muck leaped into Nam's arms. The dog licked Nam's hands. It wagged its tail very hard. It was so happy it almost lost its balance. The woman came down from the car. Her eyes were red and full of tears. She knelt on the ground. She hugged her son and the dog. The sky started to brighten. It was still cloudy, but the light was coming. People nearby ran quickly to see. They saw the miracle of real life. Ha stood quietly. She took pictures with her old camera. Muke's story was on the front pages of many newspapers across the country. A loyal dog had waited for 4 years. He was in the ruins. Now, he was finally with his family. Muck had a new home. He was in Saigon, with Nam and his mother. Although old and weak, Muke's eyes no longer looked sad. Every afternoon, Nam would take Muck to the porch. He would tell Muck stories about school. For Muck, that was enough. That was what made him happy. Life can be cruel. Time can be cold. But loyalty like Muke's is the most touching. Sometimes, hope and love are all you need. And then, miracles happen. The end.